The attending physicians at ringside, Doctors Donald Romeo and Flip Homansky, and your referee is Mills Lane. This is the main event of the evening. 15 rounds of boxing for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Easton, Pennsylvania, weighing 223 pounds, with a professional record of 48 wins, 1 defeat, 34 by KOs, the former IBF and WBC heavyweight champion, Larry, the Easton Assassin, Holmes. And in the blue corner, now fighting out of Wilmington, Delaware, weighing 205 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career, 28 wins, no defeats, 19 knockouts. He is a former undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, the current IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Spinks.
Here's a look at the tail of the tape, and the 223 of Larry Holmes could be just a little bit deceiving. He was wearing sweatpants and shoes, so you might have to allow for about 4 points there.
And Larry is a 7 or 8 to 5 favorite. Perhaps people remember the fact that Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali and then lost in the rematch.
Any questions from the challenger or the chief second? Right. Any question here? No question. Any question from the champion or the chief second? No question. All right, let's get it on. Come on.
So we will watch the right hand of Larry Holmes. He did not throw it in the first round of the last fight. This crowd is really alive.
What we have to see here is if Larry Holmes can be the aggressive fighter he says he's going to be and sustain the pace that requires.
I'll be surprised if Larry doesn't jump right on Michael the first round.
And he's out of the corner very quickly.
Well, he's doing just that now, Barry. He's going right at Michael.
Threw him down. No knockdown, of course.
Larry is very tight here. You notice now he's starting to miss with his right hand already. But the point to bring out, he is throwing it. I wait for Michael Spinks to counter. Larry's working the body and actually manhandling Michael. Michael there tried to tie up Larry Holmes.
Michael Spinks said that he wants Larry Holmes to fight more, that he didn't fight him enough in the first fight. It was a long right hand, came from nowhere.
You see, Larry's missing because he's trying to load up, and he's not loose yet. He has to keep that jab working until he's able to naturally throw his right hand. I'm actually waiting for Michael Spinks to retaliate to at least get some respect from Larry Holmes.
Holmes trying to work the jab, moderate success. That was a good right hand that time, and it did wobble Michael Spinks a little bit.
It caught Michael in the chest, it appeared, Barry. Michael's giving Larry a lot of head movement, a lot of body movement. Larry now working on the midsection, trying to slow the mobility of Michael Spinks down. Recall the first fight, Michael was able to stay elusive by constantly giving lateral position, lateral movement.
Jab being effective right at the moment. That was a left hand in close by Holmes.
Larry Holmes, the first round, jumped right on Michael, and he's staying there aggressive. Watch, he goes to the body.
Spinks' first combination of the fight.
Larry's right hand is down by his side.
Much ado about very little, but Larry Holmes did try to change the pattern of his entire career. 18 years as a boxer, he's trying to come out now and beat Joe Frazier. Can he do it?
Good Callis, he's going fine. Kick your left hand out. Break all that up you're doing with your left hand. Each time you fire that left hand, you got to break it up.
Stay off the rope.
Okay, Larry, you got to step in a little more. Step in with the jab. When you get it off, when you go dig in, you got to come back with the left hook on him. He's anticipating, he's trying to block. You think he's going to try to tear you down, but it ain't nothing, baby. Just keep stepping in there. Just keep your pace. Just keep it going. Nice, steady pace. Not too fast, not too slow. Steady. You know what I mean?
40 punches in an average round in the first fight. Larry Holmes threw 72 punches in that round. And Michael Spinks obviously just very coolly observing his opponent, deciding what to do next.
Chiquetti was quite pleased with the way that Larry approached the first round, yet he wants Larry to use his jab more to get closer when he attempts to throw his right hand. Both fighters now appear to be quite relaxed now. First round, not really a feel-out process. It's just a matter of who's trying to establish the ground. And Larry Holmes was able to pretty much establish ground in the first round.
Pretty good right hand by Holmes, although it did get Spinks moving backward. It's always hard to tell with Michael Spinks if he's really hurt by a punch because he's awkward at all times.
Well, Spinks has that type of movement that is quite difficult to penetrate his defense. The best bet for Larry is to work that body. And again, slow the movement down. Michael Spinks' hands very high and standing exactly in front of Larry. Larry with his hands down on the side.
Yeah, his right hand down around his waist, and of course you can't help but wonder if perhaps Michael Spinks is not just trying to play a little bit of a waiting game and see what Larry Holmes has in the tank.
Well, Michael Spinks has a very good overhand right, and the way Larry's keeping the hand down, he has to look out for that right hand.
Scores with the right hand, but he always gets Spinks moving backwards. So the full impact of the punch is not felt. Spinks on his bicycle, trying to keep Larry Holmes in the center of the ring if he can.
Well, this is actually a replay of the first fight, Barry, except that Larry Holmes is throwing his right hand.
And staying a little bit more on top of Michael Spinks. Good left-hand combination. He doubled up with the left hand.
I think the crowd is really waiting for Michael to turn it on power on.
That was a good combination again by Holmes, and Spinks is hurt.
The right hand did hurt. Put him on the forehead, as a matter of fact.
And Spinks trying to stay out of harm's way. No question he was hurt.
And
Holmes digs downstairs.
Holmes is a very good finisher. He gets his man hurt. That's when he works his right hand a great deal. He measures with the left jab.
Another good right hand behind the left jab by Larry Holmes. Big round for Holmes.
Michael Spinks, who usually operates from a stance of self-preservation and then just improvises, has been unable to improvise anything effectively so far.
Keep popping that jab, you're breaking all his rhythm up. Stick him and move. Stick him and move until you're ready to go. Keep popping that jab and break his rhythm. Pull to the left, pull to the right.
See that right hand that seemed to wobble Spinks a little bit. I don't know if that just got him off balance because his legs were together or if he was hurt. Michael Spinks staggers around the ring sometimes at such hard rhythms you don't know if he's hurt or not.
He appeared to be hurt for a second or two. It was a looping right hand.
Take control. You let this motherfucker walk in on the left.
Straight. Put them right together. Right forward through with it. You're doing good.
All day.
All day, Jim. All day, it's ours.
Second side, come on.
Once again, can Larry Holmes persist with this really new style for him? I suppose he can, unless Spinks hits him back. Spinks must discourage him with some punches, Ray.
Well, the right hand that Holmes was able to land on the forehead of Michael, which appeared to have wobbled Michael Spinks a little bit, was just some reassurance for Larry that he still has the power to hurt a light heavyweight. But now Spinks is a pretty good-sized heavyweight in his own right.
In Michael Spinks' corner, they were saying just break up his rhythm, throw the left hand occasionally. And the voice, of course, that you hear in Larry Holmes' corner, longtime friend, and a man who's been with him for the better part of his career, Richie Giacchetti. Another good right hand. Holmes getting off quickly. And the jab is much more effective than it was in the last fight.
Well, Holmes, his jab, his punches are far accurate now in the second fight than they were in the first fight.
All right, one step up, one step back. Come on,
He's a lot more aggressive than he was. And the way he punches to the body now, with more conviction now.
And Spinks, a little bit of peekaboo here. Trying to go side to side. That's what Nelson Bryson in his corner said to do. But Holmes is catching up.
And the jab is the punch that's actually setting Holmes up so he can connect with his right hand.
In fact, the jab has been better as this fight has gone along.
The way it looks to me and the way this fight is progressing, Larry Holmes must have reviewed the first fight a number of times, because it seems to me he knows exactly what to expect from Michael. And he knows fully well that his jab would offset Spinks' movement.
Well, in fact, when a lot of us watched a replay of the first fight and did so in a lot of slow motion, we saw that both men missed a great deal. There was really very little punching power in the first fight on either part.
I don't think just one right hand is going to catch up with Michael Spinks. He's going to have to take a series of punches because Mike is moving his head very well. I think those jabs have been consistent, and they're very good, hard, good, stiff jabs.
Very effective jabs. As good as I've seen Larry Holmes jab in the last half dozen fights at least.
I like to see Larry throw some jabs to the body.
Good right hand. It was a counter-punching right hand by Holmes.
That hand closed.
Larry has been actually trying to walk Spinks down, trying to cut the ring off. Michael's been very content with just moving around the ring. Now Michael's starting to throw some jabs of his own.
The pace of the fight is slowed down when you have two fighters who are basically counter punchers. You've got a formula for a lot of inaction. But Larry Holmes is dominating what's going on in there.
All right, Larry. When it goes down, you'll throw the right uppercut. But you got to go left hook, right hand, and come back with it. You got to throw two punches together or put 3 and 4 punches together. It's not going to do it 1 or 2 with this guy because he's rocking. When he bends down, throw the left hook and come back with the right hand. Because the left hook is going to bring him up. You know?
Okay, baby, it's your turn now, Slim. You got to work now. Everything behind his hand. You can do it.
Let's get him, Slim.
Reach down there and go get it.
Work the jab. Do it behind the jab.
Reach down there and go get it. Stick it. Stick it. Reach down and go get it.
Cut the ring off. 1 or 2 punches are not going to do it. Put them together, okay?
Frankly, I'd like to see somebody put it together.
Well, you got the story of the fight for the two men in the corner, Richie Giacchetti and Nelson Bryson. And Holmes out quickly. Right hand missed.
very effective inside with those little short punches. Whereas on the outside, he's able to compensate for Larry Holmes' reach with his movement. You know, his inside barrier, those little shots to the midsection of Larry Holmes, Spinks is able to land his punches.
Right at the moment, neither man really able to double up. Holmes' jab has been effective. And again, with Spinks' style, it's very hard to tell just how effective he's being. That's why oftentimes there's such disparagement in the judging.
Well, Mills Lane just warned Larry about using his elbow, using his arm to rest on the neck of Michael Spinks. Cicchetti and Holmes' corners yelling for Holmes to throw an uppercut. Good body shot by Larry Holmes.
Very good shot.
No, that's the uppercut. Both hands now.
Holmes is very sharp with his punches. Not wasting a lot of punches. Holmes trying to measure Spinks, and Spinks just got out of there.
Oh, one step back. Off the net. One step back clean. Both clean. Now we'll have it going.
Larry there is doing the right thing. He's tying up Spinks' arms so he's not able to punch inside. Spinks' hands far quicker than Larry's.
Good right hand again up the top of the head of Michael Spinks.
Spinks still looking for an opening, but has yet to find it. Larry's been keeping that left jab in his face. I don't know why Larry don't continue to go after him once Spinks turns his back.
Combination by Spinks, but Holmes is right there. And that's the end of the fourth round. We mentioned that Harold Letterman, who is an official here in the state of Nevada, is unofficially scoring this fight for us. And Harold, after 4 rounds, how do you see this one?
Barry, I've got Larry Holmes winning 4 rounds pretty decisively. It's the clean punching, he's the aggressor, he's getting off first, he's backing up Michael, and he's having no problem.
That's your sober judgment, I know, after Larry Holmes accused some officials of giving drunken judgments, and I agree with it, Harold.
There's no problem. Everything's fine. Just watch your hand. That's all right.
Okay, you see, you started with the jab and you finished it. You see, when you finished without the jab, you couldn't run in. So keep the same thing going. But when he bends over, you gotta throw the left hook, baby. Let's go now.
Here we go.
Keep that lateral movement.
Seconds
You
out.
gotta move both ways.
Come on,
on it,
let's go
baby.
in the Spinks'
Keep them
corner.
all
Seconds
set.
out.
At the end of that last round, Michael Spinks started to show some aggression. He's going to have to show a lot more to get back into this fight.
Very tactical fight so far, a fight that could be won or lost in the corners.
Michael is quite content with the way he's moving, not really exerting any unnecessary energy. He's been using the whole entire ring, as a matter of fact. Now he's playing with Larry. I'm waiting for him to explode with some of his combinations.
Michael, watch your head,
It
Michael.
seems to me, Barry, that he's waiting for Larry to pretty much try to punch himself out, because I'm sure he expected Larry to go right at him for the first couple rounds, which has been true.
And Larry has, and Larry's won, at least in the judgment of those at this table.
Right hand of Larry Holmes still falling short. Mainly due because of the way Spinks is moving.
Get off that net. Come on, step back, please.
Right here, it's like who's gonna hit who first?
Michael Spinks complained loudly about that in the last fight, and in fact, when we talked to him, he said, I'm really concerned about that. I really don't want that to happen. Well, it just did. Spinks responds well.
You know, at times when Spinks comes inside, the way he comes inside, he's going down, that's when the uppercut for Holmes would be effective.
That was a good left hand by Spinks, but Holmes did not take a backward step. Best punch of the fight for Michael Spinks.
That's the left hook that Kelly wanted Holmes to come back with.
3 jabs by Spinks and a right hand by Holmes. And Spinks is holding on a little bit here.
This is the type of fight that normally you see Larry Holmes in. He gets his man hurt, he measures him with his left hand, and he just pummels him with his right.
Left hand by Spinks and another.
Larry exactly just walking towards Michael, not showing any respect.
I'll tell you, it's just very hard to tell when Michael Spinks is hurt.
Now the crowd is yelling for Larry Holmes. Spinks there keeping that head moving, not allowing Larry Holmes to get set.
Right hand by Spinks, right on the nose of Larry Holmes. Very up-tempo round here.
It's been a very fast-paced round for Larry Holmes. We have to see how long he can keep this up. One thing about it, he's in a fantastic shape.
I gave that round narrowly to Spinks. We're 1/3 through the fight. Larry Holmes looks like he's expending a tremendous amount of energy, more than he's used to early in a fight. You wonder if he's a little tired. There's the right hand that landed near the ear of Spinks, and here you'll get a look at the same punch. But Spinks did land a couple of clean hooks in that round.
How much do you want it? Come on, baby, that's it.
Work for it. It's all yours.
It's yours. You just...
It's all yours.
Larry, keep off the jab. Don't stop using the jab. That's what's setting it up. Change up, go around and straight right hand. Change up.
This is my strategy, baby.
All right.
Okay. Can't let him get away now. All right. Go around it.
What those numbers say is that by being active, Larry Holmes is making Michael Spinks more inactive.
This is round number 6. Wild right hand by Holmes. Good right hand by Spinks.
I love the way that Spinks ride with that right hand. Ride with the right hand of Larry Holmes.
Very, very slowly, you have the feeling that the momentum of this fight is switching to the champion. Very, almost imperceptibly.
Well, Larry just now did a rain or Indian dance, rain dance, whatever you call it, and I guess he's starting to feel good. But now Spinks has started to try to take control.
If it rains in here, he's got more talent than I thought.
I think what makes this fight such an interesting fight, because the first time around, everyone expected Larry Holmes to win, and now they just don't know.
Strong left hand inside that time by Holmes, incidentally.
I'm really waiting for Michael Spinks to come with the overhand right. The jab of Larry Holmes down by his side. And basically, when you fight a guy with such an unorthodox style as Michael Spinks, you gotta work the body. In the first fight, very seldom did Larry Holmes go to the body. You gotta slow down that movement. And for Spinks, Spinks is doing what he does best. Good left hook.
Right inside, a punch that traveled about 6 inches.
Spinks is not staying stationary target. He's giving a lot of feints, a lot of head movement.
I gotta think, Ray, that fighting an awkward fighter like Michael Spinks, or one with an awkward style, can be very confusing, and maybe even more than confusing, very frustrating. Good left hand by Holmes.
Well, the fact is, because you don't know what direction the punches are coming from Michael. That's what makes Michael such an exceptional fighter.
Get off the neck, get off the neck. Come on, heavy, there you go.
4-punch combination by Spinks.
Good jab by Michael. Good darting jab. Mike has a very stinging left jab.
Left hook by Spinks, and another.
What Spinks is actually doing, he's moving, he'll stop, throw a couple punches, and get back on his bicycle.
Yeah, pattern of this fight, very similar to that of the first fight, except that both men are much more effective in this fight.
That was the lead-off right hand of Michael Spinks. I was waiting for it. Didn't land.
I gave that round again to Spinks because Holmes is more aggressive. He's now starting to become a little vulnerable to that left hook.
Larry. Want it back. Larry. You can't wait on this guy. That's when he comes in with the left hook. You see, when you just put your hand out there straight, that's when he comes in with the left hook and throws the right hand. That's what he's waiting for. Keep in motion. Keep the jab working. There's no problem, baby. Get your hands down.
All right, Big Jack, you want it?
Do it, Slim. Come on, baby.
Let's see that hook to the body, hook to the head, hook to the body. Hook to the head, hook to the body. The left hook on top, work beautifully. Go with that hook to the body now, right? Let's go.
Round number 7, and in the corners, the strategy continues.
Michael's presenting a different picture for Larry Holmes. When he goes, it comes in, he keeps his head down, tucked, moving.
Good lunging left hand lead.
And then he fires the left hook.
Holmes does not seem at this juncture to have slowed down all that much, I don't think. And as we mentioned, conditioning, of course, very much a factor, and Holmes' bones are 36 years old.
Well, condition is a major factor, along with the age. But I'm sure Larry has conditioned himself. In fact, I know he's conditioned himself to deal with Mike. He knew through the first fight, his mistakes that he made, and now he's trying to capitalize on them. You know, it's showing, Michael Spinks is showing me he can take a punch because a couple of those right hands have landed cleanly on the chin of Michael.
Right hand.
Another good right hand. But you got to come back with something. You got to come back with the left hook. Again, one punch is not going to just do it for Larry Holmes.
Spinks in this round, Ray, doesn't seem to be going side to side quite as much as he has in the first 6 rounds.
Well, he feels that he's able to remain evasive by just moving from side to side without, expending any energy. He's really right in front of Larry, but he constantly moves his head. He has very good upper body movement. He's keep popping that jab to the body. But as he runs away, again, I don't know why Larry's not continuing to follow him.
That right hand caught mostly on the gloves.
This is when Larry normally throws that looping right hand. But now the jab of Michael is starting to get through.
3 in a row. Right hand, a good shot. Stopped Michael Spinks in his tracks.
Michael wants to go to work here.
I don't think there's any question, though, that Michael has let the side-to-side motion go, and he's straight at Larry Holmes in this round.
I got to wear him down some more.
Coming down.
I know it. I'm making it work, too.
Keep good. Keep on working. Okay, Slim, you got to go to work.
I know, I'm trying.
Go to work. You okay? You got to go to work. Let him get away with too much. You got to go to work, baby.
Right.
Take charge. Take charge.
They really told him something he doesn't know there, that he has to work.
All right, you got to keep the jab going when you're going. Keep the punches going. You got it, David. You're in a tip. You just got to keep them jabs.
Don't wait. Always punch.
That's right. Don't
Always
wait.
punch it.
You got it. Keep
Like
your
a
rhythm
machine.
going.
Just like a machine. Always punching.
You do this way, fishing.
That speed I just got, man. Okay.
You only gonna throw one punch, that's why you turn like that. Put them together.
The first fight was dramatic because a light heavyweight champion was trying to beat a heavyweight champion. This fight is dramatic because an old, great heavyweight champion is trying to recapture his title. But technically, as pure fights, neither of them goes into a time capsule so far.
Michaels now is a little busier than he was in the earlier rounds. Starting to deliver more shots. Good body shot by Michael Spinks.
Well, you heard Michael Spinks right at the end of that round when he went and sat down in his corner say, I got to wear him down some more.
Well, what happens with cornermen, they always tell you, you got to throw more punches. You got to throw more punches. I mean, Michael's doing, like he said, he's doing the best he can.
Those are some solid body shots from Spinks on Holmes.
A little swelling over the under the right eye of Larry Holmes due to some of those sharp left hooks thrown by Michael Spinks. Larry has not backed up at all. He's been going straight ahead from the first round.
Just a little short with that right hand that time.
In the corner, Barry, Mike stated that he's trying to make Larry work. Trying to make him use a lot of energy. And I guess that's when he's going to try to pour it on.
Well, I think from about the 5th round on, 6, 7, and here in 8, Michael Spinks has picked the pace up. Quite a lot, actually.
Good jab, good stiff jab. Good left hook by Michael Spinks. One thing about it, both fighters is just, really actually trying to throw one punch. It's not going to happen that way. You got to put your punches together. Got to start following up with more shots. I think you see a different Larry Holmes quite naturally. A more aggressive Larry Holmes.
What you saw there was a 3-punch combination from Spinks. 2 lefts and a right.
In the first fight, Michael was able to get away with a lot of punches inside. Here he's not as successful. Relying more so on just throwing one shot, which has been the left hook.
Left hand was a good one. Now the right, and a combination of punches by Spinks.
You see
now
what happened?
the first punch was caught on the gloves for large part.
But you see what happens when you throw a series of punches, Barrett? Some of those punches will land. But in just trying to land one big shot, 9 times out of 10, it won't happen. Now we have a jabbing contest, and Michael's coming out on top.
I counted Spinks landing 8 jabs in the last 20 seconds. We're through 8 rounds. Harold Letterman, once again, give us your sober judgment about what's going on here.
Well, thank you, Larry. As I saw it, Michael Spinks only won the 6th round up until that 8th, and he won the 8th round rather big. Michael has only been going in one direction, and that's to his left. But in the 8th round, he came right to Larry, and he took the fight right to Larry and won the 8th round.
All you gotta do is just keep the same thing. Don't stop jabbing. You gotta throw the combinations. Left hook right here.
That's it.
Catch him a good shot on that chest.
Deep breath.
Go and get him. You're fighting him very clean.
Come on, give me a composure, baby.
You're fighting him.
You stay cool.
Let me relax.
Stay cool. Stay calm.
Right now, the question for Larry Holmes is whether he can sustain the pace, because he's found a formula that seems to be a winning one.
Michael Spinks in his corner essentially saying, just leave me alone and let me get myself together here.
I think for Michael's corner now, they should realize that Michael knows exactly what he has to do in order to beat Larry. I mean, he has to stay aggressive, has to throw more punches. And it appears to me that now he's, when Michael goes to his corner, he gets a little angry, a little frustrated.
The jab continuing to be a very effective weapon for Michael Spinks.
shot kind of fold Michael over.
Michael looking for a place to get a breath here. Short with the right hand.
The left jab of the Holmes starting to work again. Good left hook.
Behind a right hand that missed.
And that's what both fighters has to start doing, Barry. Come back with something. Come back with the left hook. Come back with the right hand. Stop throwing 1, 2 punches. Throw 3, 4, 5. It appeared that Michael was in trouble. I thought he was in trouble, but he's a very porous fighter.
And again, the chant, Larry, Larry, the crowd very much in support of the challenger. I don't think there's a lot of people along press row here that would have thought that the crowd would be largely in support of Larry Holmes, the challenger, in view of the goings-on at the press conference after the last fight.
Larry's still walking Michael down. He's been drilling a lot of body shots. Trying to get that uppercut in. And the only time it's really working was when he throws it to the body. Spinks keeping those hands very high, trying to see an opportunity where he can get inside and throw some punches.
Left hook by Michael Spinks. That right hand on the back of Larry Holmes. Good right hand by Spinks.
After Jack Nicklaus, April may be becoming a very good month for old masters.
Give me another water bottle, Robbie. Yeah, other water bottle. Hurry up. The big one.
Rinse him out.
Okay.
Hey. Water bottle. Drop it in, Greg. Just drop it.
You can't wait, this guy. You can't wait. You got to keep to the game plan. You got to change up in the combinations. You let the guy off the hook. Quit trying to load up. Just keep to the game plan. Quit trying to knock the goddamn guy out. Throw the punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep working him, and it'll come. You keep the jab. You don't have to try to knock him out with one punch.
Just listen to it. Come on, baby.
All right.
Let's go. Take it.
Let's go.
So we come to the 10th round. Richard Giacchetti telling his men you don't have to knock him out. Stick to the game plan. Throw your 4-punch combinations.
Because it won't happen, Barry. You can't try. When you try too hard, you have a tendency to telegraph your punches. What you need to do, stick to the basics. Work the jab and everything. This is a big change in the fight. You notice that Larry Holmes is starting to move back now. Michael Spinks has become the aggressor. Either sign of, that means either Larry's tired or he's changed his strategy.
And Spinks comes right after him with a right hand lead and the left behind that.
Holmes corner yelling for him to get off and not stand there and take those shots.
All right, we'll sit back, Coach. Come on, one step back, Michael. One step back, Larry. One step back, clean. Here we go.
And again, a combination by Spinks. And another left hand and an uppercut. And Holmes counters with a right hand.
Giachetti's yelling from his Holmes corner for him not to wait. And the reason being because he knows when Michael gets inside, Michael throws a lot of punches. All directions.
Good right hand and a combination. An uppercut behind the overhand right.
Larry has a is slowly but surely dropping to his side. And I think this is what Michael Spinks is waiting for Larry to try to at least punch himself out. First fight, Michael was able to dart in and dart out without really getting hit by Larry. Now he's more content to come inside and stay there for a while and take a couple of shots. A very aggressive Michael Spinks this round.
And conversely, it's a flat-footed Larry Holmes in this round. Now it's possible he's just trying to take a blow, and three-punch combination by Spinks again. Holmes back with the right hand. A lot of punches being thrown and a lot of punches connecting by both men. Uppercut by Spinks, right hand behind that. Spinks getting the better of it.
Michael Spinks seems to sense that Larry Holmes is tiring and he is becoming the aggressor.
Now it's on heart. Now it's all you now. It's all
Now
heart.
you gotta go.
What you gonna do out here?
Water, water.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Now it's all heart. All right? All heart. You go out there now, right?
There's a left that got through, a right that grazed, but another right that did get Holmes to the point of the jaw. But that was a dominant round by Spinks. His speed was more effective than Holmes' size. There's a punch by Holmes later in the round.
You gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going. Don't back it. You gotta keep it going. Keep it going. You gotta go.
We're going into the last third of the fight.
There seemed to be a little bit of concern in the corner of Larry Holmes, mainly from his brother Jake, who was saying, come on, it's all heart now, and Spinks picks up where he left off.
This fight has taken a total different scene here, mainly because Michael Spinks now is doing what he did the first time, and he's starting to throw more punches. Starting to throw his combinations, show the speed of his punches, the accuracy of his punches.
First one missed, but the second one got there.
Spinks is doing what Holmes wanted him to do, is to put punches together, not look forward to just one or two punches, throw a combination of shots. That took right hand uppercut.
The uppercut has been effective for Spinks in the last couple of rounds.
What Larry doing now, he's just basically resting, just using his jab. And he can continue to do this as long as Michael's not coming in. Again, Barry, you know that Spinks is able to move and then stop all of a sudden and throw a punch.
Good right hand by Holmes. Three jabs by Spinks. Spinks jab better than I've ever seen it.
You know, I also credit this probably to that medicine ball technique that Shieldstone had introduced to Michael.
All right, step back, please. Step back, here we go.
Still a
Michael's hands are still up.
Swelling under both eyes of Larry Holmes, really up on the cheekbone. Doesn't appear to be anything very serious. Good shot there.
Michael now moving away, instead of using his jab.
Come on. Two hands are free.
In Spinks' corner, they are saying, get after him, don't wait. Now it's Spinks who seems to be taking a bit of a blow here. Well, there's plenty more boxing coming your way here on HBO on Tuesday, May the 20th, live. It'll be Mike Tyson against Mitch Blood Green. And of course, everybody talking about Mike Tyson. You'll have a chance to see him on HBO on May 20th.
Come on, give it to me.
Take it.
Don't hold him right here.
All right now.
Put him in the mouth. Let's take a risk, Tim.
Why?
Good enough.
That left hook to the head.
What round is this?
Well, what do we got? Well, I got Larry ahead by...
Get off when you make me turn. That's exactly right.
Larry Holmes has the lead in this fight. Can he keep it?
They come to the center of the ring, 12th round.
I feel Michael has to come to life now. I think that due to those earlier rounds, was that he was content to lay back and let Larry Holmes be the aggressor, cost him some very important rounds.
This one looking more and more like it will go back into the hands of the judges here in Las Vegas. And I would have to think that it's one of those fights that could be seen from numerous angles.
Well, you know, again, the judges' criteria is who throws the cleaner punches, throws the most punches. Larry's been very aggressive. His punches have landed to the body and to the head of Michael Spinks. And Spinks has had some very good rounds around 3rd, 4th, and 6th.
Here's Holmes holding that arm off, fending himself against Michael Spinks. That right hand on the side of the head by Holmes, not a huge punch.
You see what happens, Larry, when he uses his left jab or uses his left hand, period, he's able to haul off Mike for a while. Not let Mike run in as much. Michael Spinks is far more active the first fight than he is this time. He's not throwing as many punches as he did the first fight. And he's not as aggressive.
Holmes going downstairs with some success.
Again, Michael is relying upon one punch. It's not going to do it, especially scoring points.
Right hand by Spinks, good shot, but again, one punch. And another right hand and a left behind it, and now Spinks opens up.
He looks away. I don't know why Larry's not jumping on top of him. Now, this is when Larry should go to work. This is when you reach down, Barry. At this point now, both fighters are tired, and it's all a matter of heart and determination at this point.
Harold, 3 more rounds. How do you see it now?
Right now, I still see Larry Holmes in the lead. Michael Spinks is fighting a surprising fight. He's taking it right to Holmes, but the big man is out punching him.
Come on, you're working it well.
Well,
hold out.
Larry, I think that if Michael keeps on coming right to Larry, he's going to have to knock him out to win the fight. I think Larry's going to win the decision if it goes the distance.
You can't let it go. You got it. You got to keep going.
If you don't hear Richie Giacchetti, it's because after the last round, they threw our microphone out. I can't imagine what they have to say in there. that we don't know already.
We need these rounds. Let's go get this guy. Let's go get this guy.
On my card, as well as Harold Letterman's, it would be a pretty good idea for Michael Spinks to win the last 3 rounds if he wants to win this fight.
9 minutes of boxing. Big right hand by Spinks, but he was just a little bit short with it.
He was yelling at Spinks' corner that they need these last few rounds here.
Leaning on each other now, dancing.
Now for Larry, all Larry should do now is like inside, just lay on Michael and try to weigh him down.
Again, Holmes just holding off Michael Spinks with the forearm.
I don't believe that. I don't know why neither guy is actually punching after Larry extends that left hand.
That was a good left hand by Spinks, and Holmes just did not take a backward step. Good clean shot, and it obviously did not hurt Holmes.
Michael both of his hands are down at his side. I don't know whether or not from frustration or fatigue. Quite naturally, fatigue has to set in. The right hand caught Holmes on the side of his head. Again, you notice when Spinks misses a shot or turn his head, that's when Larry should be on him. Should take advantage of those opportunities. They're yelling for Holmes to let the right hand go. Spinks is just moving away. Spinks should be more active now, but I feel. Larry once again goes to the body.
It's really starting to look, Ray, like Spinks cannot hurt Larry Holmes. He's hit him a couple good shots.
He's landing some good shots, and Larry still stands there.
There's more life in Michael Spinks. Is there enough life left in Larry Holmes?
Suck it in, baby. He's down and suck that air in. Suck that air in.
You gotta keep throwing the punches. Look at him. Look at him over there. Look at the ice and everything on him. Let's go, damn it.
How much do you want? That's all
You gotta
you want to
want
get.
Then go get it. You gotta go get it, baby.
Jump in. Jump in his chest. Jump on his
Michael Spinks is definitely in some kind of distress. I don't know what it is.
So the 14th round, and we'll see if Michael Spinks can shake off whatever the problem he had in the corner was.
When he was coughing, it appeared that there was a lot of phlegm in his throat, and he must have gotten it out. At first, I thought he was actually choking. He seems to be okay now.
We saw Richard Giacchetti just say to Larry Holmes, look at him. He's got an ice bag on and everything else. Of course, so did Larry Holmes. Uppercut by Spinks.
Michael again walking away. These are two very important rounds for both fighters. This is when you have to reach down. Once again, Larry puts that hand on the forehead of Michael, and no one dares throw a punch.
And under the right eye of Larry Holmes now, what was just a swelling has a little reddening to it now, but again, just about 4.5 minutes left in this fight.
Larry now is starting to put two punches together, but he can't just stand there. You see what's happening. It's like a right hand hurt.
Good right hand right there by Spinks, but again, Larry Holmes just was not fazed by it. It's a good clean shot, Ray, and Holmes just literally didn't step back.
Well, he nailed Larry with that right hand, and Larry just stood there. You see, now this is when Larry should at least punch, or at least clinch, and not allow.
And there was a right hand by Holmes, and Spinks is in a world of trouble right now.
Good right hand. Now
Great shot by Holmes.
This is when Larry gets his man out of there.
And Spinks is all but out. Holmes looking for the one finisher. Spinks trying to fight off the ropes.
Oh, I don't understand this. Why don't Larry go for him?
Larry just has not gotten up on top of Michael Spinks.
It's a big opportunity here.
Larry Holmes himself said, I don't want to leave this to the judges. And now he's got a chance, and he's not pouncing on Michael Spinks.
I can't believe this. Another right hand by Larry Holmes. Now he's gonna let
Spinks just trying to brawl Holmes and keep him off of him.
He had him out on his feet. And now Spinks, showing the heart that he has as a champion, is trying to come back.
What really surprises me, Larry Merchant, I always thought Larry Holmes was a great finisher.
Well, he's very tired, but that was the best round of the 29 rounds they've met. The question is whether that one big right hand will offset all of the clean punches that Michael Spinks landed in that round.
All right.
Let's take a look and see if we catch that right hand. Caught him cleanly.
Big Jack! 3 minutes! 3 minutes!
Come on, baby, come on.
Show that big heart, Big Jack! Show the big heart! Keep on going, Big Jack! Keep on going!
Be the boss. Be the boss. Don't
Take
wait
it
on
inside! Big Jack, come on! Come on, baby! Come on! Come on, baby! Come on! You fight!
Well, it's proven that it all may be coming down to this round.
For sure, Larry. They proved that Spinks was not able to hurt Michael, and Larry was able to hurt Spinks.
Well, I've got Larry Holmes ahead by 4 points at this point, Larry. I think that Michael Spinks has to knock him out in the last round to win the fight.
All right, we'll see. Remember, we've said it time and again, we've seen some very unusual decisions here in Nevada. And as we said earlier, there's a lot of ways that you can look at this fight.
Both guys just stand there parrying each other with the left jab, and they both want to throw the right hand. You notice the fight again has taken a whole different turnaround. Both fighters now has become very aggressive. Inside, Michael Spinks is able to get off his punches, those short punches. But Larry Holmes, by far, has had the most effective blows.
Right hand by Holmes.
This is history in the making for Larry Holmes to be able to regain his title.
Trying to be the third man to do so. Muhammad Ali, of course, the most recent. Did it against Michael Spinks' brother, Leon.
And see, that's what's going through Larry Holmes' mind right now.
And Spinks just trying to do all he can.
There are signs of desperation in Michael. Michael really was just going at Larry Holmes, although he was knocked down in that 14th round. Look at the punches that he's throwing.
Uppercut was a good shot by Spinks. Spinks just let it all go. course, unofficially, our judge at ringside, feeling that Michael Spinks must knock Larry Holmes out. Spinks trying for all the world to do it. Holmes does not appear to have been hurt throughout the fight.
Michael buckled again just now by the right hand of Larry Holmes. He knows he's retreating. Larry normally a good finisher, but I think he's so tired now that he's not able to adjust to Michael's movement. Trying to drop that right hand. Less than 40 seconds left. I see Larry Holmes as the new champion.
Crowd to a number on its feet here.
They all chanting Larry, Larry.
And they all think their guy has won it.
Well, Larry has fought like a champion. Michael Spinks has shown determination by getting up off the canvas in the 14th round. The heart of a champion.
10 seconds, there'll be no knockout in this fight.
Just look at Larry go to work.
It's over. So this one has come to an end, and it looks, of course, for all intent, you have to think Larry Holmes the winner of this fight. That's what Larry Merchant had on his card. That's what Howard Letterman had on his card. You and I saw the fight that way, but again, I hearken back to many fights that you and I have done here in Las Vegas, Ray, and I've seen some awfully strange decisions.
That's true, Barry, but judging by the way Larry approached his fight, Larry was aggressive from round one. I think you have to look at that as your criteria. The fact that Larry was very effective, some clean blows. He was able to land some sharp right hands that stunned Michael Spinks.
Here's a look at Harold Letterman's unofficial card. Harold?
Well, Barry, as I saw it, Michael Spinks fought a different fight from the way he fought the first time. This time he tried to stay in Larry Holmes' face and bang with the bigger man, and he couldn't do it. The bigger man outbanged the smaller man, and I think that was the secret. Michael never went to his right. He only went to his left, or he went straight forward right into Larry Holmes' power. And I think that Larry was just too strong for Michael Spinks. I think Larry pulled it out by 3 points, even though Michael was more aggressive in the 15th round.
So we'll see then if our unofficial tally here approaches the official tally. Chaos right now in the ring. Both men, of course, feel
Who's the man?
their man has done the job.
Who's the man?
That's Leon Spinks, of course, there to congratulate his brother.
That was a different fight from Larry Holmes because Larry was aggressive, but from Michael Spinks, it was like a replay of the first fight, but with less punches being thrown.
So right now, let's get up to the ring announcer, Chuck Hull, and we will have the official decision. Here's Chuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the judges. Judge Frank Burnett scores 144 Spinks, 141 Holmes. Judge Joel Cortez scores 144 Holmes, 141 Spinks. Judge Jerry Ross scores 144, 142 for the winner by a split decision, and still the IBF.
Well, as I said, I don't think there's going to be a lot of agreement, Ray, with that decision here at the Hilton Hotel.
I don't know what to say, really. I thought that Larry fought a very technical fight. Larry fought a very determined fight. He was inside. He was aggressive. He changed his whole fight plan from the very first fight. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with the decision.
But again, Harold Letterman, let me ask you, we said that different people see this fight differently, and a lot of people, of course, look for who was the aggressor in the fight. And Spinks, early on at least, was the aggressor after about the 4th round.
Yeah, but, you know, as I saw it, Barry, he gave away a lot. I'm not criticizing the judges in any way, shape, or form. It was a close fight. But Larry Holmes won most of the early rounds. As a matter of fact, on my scorecard, he won the first 5 rounds. And it was an awfully big lead for Michael to overcome. Obviously he did, and obviously he won it with his hand speed. When he moved inside, he certainly threw a lot of punches. But, you know, I always like the guy that's the harder puncher, and in this case, Larry was the harder puncher.
And you got to give credit to both men here, too. Larry Holmes fought his guts out tonight, I thought, Ray.
You have to take your hat off to Larry Holmes. I mean, first of all, he was dealing with the press, he was dealing with the public, and he was dealing with himself. He conditioned himself mentally, physically, psychologically, and he was dealing with a guy who always presented a very tough target, Michael Spinks.
Let's hear from him. Here's Larry Merchant right now.
All right, we're trying to get to Michael Spinks here. Larry Holmes has left the ring. All right, Michael. Did you... Michael.
Where's my baby?
Michael, let's talk about the fight. Did you think you had to win the last few rounds to win the fight?
I knew I had to win the last few rounds. Or the last, I saw 12. The 12th round coming up, and I knew I had to stay busy, stay impressive. From then on out to the end, I was gonna take my chances, which I did. I wasn't afraid that he would catch me with the big right hand, which he did a couple of times, or a few times, but they weren't as effective earlier as they were in the later rounds. But I knew from 12 on, it had to be my fight.
He came out at you in a rush like a rhinoceros. You didn't look very surprised about it.
No, it's all I expected. I figured, I knew I had to get him. Oh, okay. I knew I had to stay out the way, let him think that he was impressing me with this bull-like style, and stay as cool and calm as I possibly could.
Did you think that he would run out of gas in the later rounds because he's not used to fighting that kind of fight?
Oh, yeah, I knew he had to. And he finally came down to my pace as the rounds went on. I knew after 6. I didn't know exactly what round it was, but I knew it hadn't gotten too further than 5 or 6. I knew I had to start pepping it up a little bit and start letting him know that I was going to be there.
Did you get hurt by him at any time with those right hands?
Not
late
early in the round. In the later rounds, I think the big right hand he caught me with, I didn't know what happened, but I knew I was hit and I was thrown. All I knew is that I was stationary and sort of limbo. But I felt that I was in control. It's just that he stunned me, which stunned my body. I was still in control, and I knew right away, you're here too long. Right away, my mind thought, you're here too long. I said, well, I must be dazed. Let me get the hell on out of here. So I dashed, and I recovered just like that. And I knew he was going to come on with it, so I didn't run like I was really in trouble. So I stayed there to make him work a little more, to wear him down a little more so that he'll be tailor-made for me in the later rounds.
Do you feel that youth and conditioning beat an old fighter?
Nah, Holmes had everything that he needed to beat me. I think experience is what beat him. And he showed that he had it. He had what it took to stop. Try to give me a goal. I mean, he had what it took to come on back and prove to all of the critics that he wasn't an old, tired, old man. He had all the youth, all the vigor, all the sting, and all the punch power that he needed to knock me out. If I didn't have the will and determination and a good man on my side, I don't think that I could have did it. And I thank God.
A lot of people thought the first time you beat him was a little bit of a fluke. Do you feel now that you're really the heavyweight champion and will be accepted as such?
I knew all along, but maybe they would think so now. That. Say what?
You heard him too.
Oh, sure, I heard him a few times. I know it, but I don't. I mean, well, he can tell that better than I can. I know I was hitting him because he wasn't acting like I wasn't. He didn't act like I wasn't hurting him. He wasn't foolish to rush in there, and you saw in the later rounds, he started backpedaling on me. He started backpedaling. The tide changed. He started running, and I started being the aggressor.
Thank you very much, Michael Spinks. I'll be heading for Larry Holmes' dressing room to try to interview him there. And one more word, another commercial from Michael Spinks.
Well, if I can say, I want to say hello to Jerry Liska and my Aunt Thelma, who's in the hospital right now. Thanks a lot, and thanks all of you for all your prayers. Thanks so much, and may God bless you all for loving me.
Back to ringside.
All right.